Well, hello, everybody. Hello. Look who's out there. It's Karen Harold from Martinez. Oh, well, hello. I am Randy Crowan. I know that you usually tune in to this station at 6 o'clock p.m. on Thursdays Pacific time in order to watch Synergy Theater online. But as you also know, every once in a while, something more important than live improvisational theater in a variety of styles and genres happens. And when that happens, they've got to move over. Now, you probably know me as the longtime host of the Real Housewives franchise. Right now, we are in the middle of season 55 of the Real Housewives of Trailer Park County. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Randy, what are you doing, Randy? Have you finally lost it? Why are you doing a reunion special when you're still in the middle of a season? Well, because we're not here tonight doing a season reunion special for our 55th season. No, I've got an incredible surprise for you. I need everybody to think back with me to that season, which frankly was the best season we've ever done. 50 years ago. The show has been going downhill ever since then, which reminds me, never sign an 85-year contract with a network. That's not here or there. But think back with me to season 5. Remember those glorious housewives from 50 years ago. DeLorean Gray, Chastity Monaco, I forgot what, Gloretta Chantel, and Roxy Bendover. You remember those of you who were alive. Some of you are probably little drooling piss pants when that was happening. But 50 years ago, we had 3 of our 4 regularly scheduled reunion specials for the Real Housewives of Trailer Park County, season 5. But then that last episode, number 3, ended in such an explosion of hate and intrigue, we could not get them back to do number 4. 50 years have gone by, and finally, we have tracked them all down, and we have gotten all of them to agree to come back now, to come back and do the final installment of the Real Housewives of Trailer Park County Season 5 reunion special. How will they have changed over the last 50 years? And what will have happened to them in the meantime? I say that I yapped enough. And so, my friends, let's meet the housewives. I love that. All right, let's start right away by bringing out Ms. DeLorean Gray.
Randy, it's so good to see you.
Oh, DeLorean, you look wonderful.
And you are just looking as handsome as ever.
I cannot believe I have not seen you for 50 years.
Time just flies by. It's just amazing that it could be 50 years. Stop with that.
DeLorean, you don't look a day older.
Thank you, Randy. I wish I could say the same to you.
Now, DeLorean, I'm going to do an interview with you and find out some information. But first, I have to make sure our studio audience watching at home knows that they can ask you questions. And all they have to do to ask you questions is log into their YouTube account, and then they could use the interactive chat. So while all of our audience is logging into their YouTube account, let me just get the ball rolling a little bit by asking you in a nutshell, DeLorean, what have you been doing for the past 50 years?
Oh, Randy, I have had the best time. First off, I started to work at Safeway as a security guard. They hired me because they know that I was adept at taking things from the store and paying for it many months later. They thought that if I worked there to help catch shoplifters, that productivity and the money they would start making it hand and fist. And sure enough, I have caught many a shoplifter.
DeLorean, the last time you were here on the show, you dropped the bombshell that you were Chastity Monaco's mother.
Yes, I did.
The question is, have you had a relationship with your daughter over these past 50 years?
I have had a relationship with her. It's tenuous. We go back and forth, but over the past 50 years, I think that we have settled into a lovely, lovely relationship that I could say from the bottom of my heart that I truly believe my daughter loves me now.
And last we saw, your daughter had gotten into a very lovely relationship with Roxy Bendover. I don't know how that's faring. We'll ask them when we see them. But at the very end of that season, 50 years ago, at the end of that reunion special, you were revealed as having snuck in to Gloretta Chantel's trailer, stealing her diary and revealing to the world that she and her husband, the religious preacher, were not really married.
That's true. That sanctimonious bitch was all over me about chastity and that I had her when I was 13 and gave her up. And lo and behold, I find, because Gloretta is so stupid, she writes all of her notes in her diary on Post-its that I have kept for documentation. And I found out that she had a child out of wedlock. And frankly, her husband is not her husband. I found that out, and I felt that it was important to reveal that.
Well, I don't know too much about what happened over the past 50 years, but I do know that the two of you have had entanglements, and I look forward to finding all about it. Now, let's see, anybody out there on YouTube, do you have a question for DeLorean Gray? If you have a question for DeLorean Gray, just go ahead and type your question. Wait, okay. We have a question from Karen Harrell of Martinez. Karen used to watch this show 50 years ago. My God, she must be 107. Oh, Valerie is here too. Hello, Valerie. All right. DeLorean, Karen wants to know, what I saw you were coming out with, when I saw you were coming out with a tell-all book, when will it be available to the public? And can you tell us one of the big reveals in your tell-all book?
Well, yes, my book is coming out next month. And I'm sure that Karen probably got an advance copy because she's one of our biggest fans. And so we all signed it for her. And the biggest tell-all in the book, and I don't think it's giving away too much, Randy, is that you and I had a relationship.
I have to admit, I didn't know if that was going to make it into the book or not, DeLorean.
Well, it was a big part of our life, Randy, and I didn't feel that I should not tell that to our fans.
All right. Well, let's maybe save some of the juicy details for later in the show. DeLorean, Valerie Jord wants to know, isn't Chastity really a twin?
Yes, she is. How does... Yes, she's a twin.
Well, DeLorean, why don't you tell us what happened to that other daughter of yours?
I could never find her. I looked everywhere, but I did read in the gossip magazines and the tabloids that there was somebody that looked like Chastity that was claiming to be my daughter. I have searched high and low. If she would ever come forward, I would welcome her with open arms.
Well, stranger things than that have happened on this show. DeLorean, let me just say, va, 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 voom. And why don't you go back into your trailer? We preserved it for you just the way you like it.
Oh, Randy.
And let's say hello to Chastity Monaco. Oh,
Hello, Randy.
Chastity, you really don't look a day older.
Thank you so much. I've really taken care of myself with green juices, potatoes, yoga, especially yoga.
Chastity, we just found out that not only is DeLorean your mother, this you've known for 50 years now.
Yes,
But
that was a shocking reveal.
the shocking revelation that you are a twin. Yes,
What?
there's a twin sister out there somewhere, Chastity, that you never knew about.
Randy, I did know about it. So it's a surprise. I wasn't going to ever reveal the secret.
Why?
because I wanted to be the only one with the attention. And she wanted no one to know about her. She wanted no one to have part in her life. She wanted to be able to live among people. It's a silly notion.
Chastity, she wanted that, or you wanted that for her?
I believe that I convinced her of the negligible qualities of stardom and convinced her that her homely life was for the best.
Well, Chastity, you know, I always thought out of all four of you ladies, you were the one with the heart of gold.
Oh, thank you. I feel that way, although I have had my heart torn and repaired and torn many times over the past 50 years.
Well, Chastity, I don't have any reason to believe your twin sister will show up on this reunion special tonight, but like I said, stranger things have happened. Let's see if our studio audience has any questions for Chastity Monaco. Anybody out there want to just pop on and type a question into their YouTube chat for Chastity Monaco? While we're waiting for some questions to come up, let me ask you, Chastity, what have you been doing the past 50 years?
Well, Randy, taking care of myself. I could offer you a green juice, as fabulous as you are.
Green juice makes me pee.
Me as well, Randy. Me as well. I sponsor actually special lady diapers to wear very neatly under clothing. I've invented a diaper much like Spanx to wear under fashionable clothing and remain unseen but well protected.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm no stranger to wearing diapers, but it has nothing to do with peeing. All right, Chastity. We have a question from Valerie Jord. Valerie wants to know, Chastity, what traits do you share with your mother, DeLorean Gray?
We share the traits of ingenuity and very open hearts to multiple opportunities, I would say.
And Chastity, the last time we saw you, you were in a budding relationship with Roxy Bendover. What is the status of that now?
Well, we were engaged. We became unengaged, and Roxy began to date my mother again. And then we got back together. Then we were married for a period of time and subsequently divorced. And at this time, recently, we hadn't spoken to each other in years. Roxy re-proposed to me. Yes.
Well, we'll certainly have some fireworks tonight. We have one more question from Karen Harrell of Martinez. Chastity, I saw you are going to sell a new product related to the women's diapers on QVC. What is it going to be?
Garters and leggings. So the garters for the nice little leggings to wear to hold up underneath your pants or to just show off your tush. Ladies of any age, you don't have to age. You can still feel sexy.
Chastity, I can't wait to see you all together again. You look marvelous. Thank you for being here. Why don't you go wait in your trailer? And we're going to bring out that little thief of your heart, Roxy Bendover. Oh, Roxy.
Paul.
Are you all right, sweetheart?
Yes, I'm fine. Can you hear me? Is that you?
Yeah. Yes, just fine. Can you see me, sweetie? I'm right here next to you.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Look at you. You look awful.
Well,
Can't you? I unusual.
It's life in show business, kid. It'll take it out of you.
No, you look great. You look
Ah,
great,
uh,
Rocky.
Roxy, you look like you haven't aged a day.
I have not.
Roxy, the world has not forgotten your addiction to plastic surgery.
Yes, it's true. I no longer am addicted because there's no surgeon in the world who will touch me anymore, as I've done everything possible. But I am excited that I have started in a group right here at the trailer park. And I just want to interrupt myself for a minute and say, did you notice how I brought out the old furniture just like 50 years ago?
Yes, thank you for that, Roxy.
I thought that would be just a kick in the pants. So what was I saying?
Well, never mind. Why don't we answer Valerie George's question? Valerie George says, Roxy, you look amazing, triple exclamation point. How many cell regeneration shots have you had?
Well, at last count, and I do not count that as plastic surgery, as there's no plastic involved, 78.
Oh dear, and Valerie tells us that clinical trials put a limit on 20 shots.
Well, you know, I have my ways, and I have many, many, many physician friends who are willing to, under the table, give me the old poke.
Roxy, I can't believe I'm still asking this question, but what's going on with you and Chastity?
Well, we've had our ups and downs and ups, but we are once again engaged. Can you believe it? True love never dies.
That is amazing, and I look forward to seeing how that plays out tonight. Roxy, thank you so much for being here.
Okay, bye, Rover.
It's Randy Crowan. Randy,
good to see you. I'll go back there.
And why don't we bring out Gloretta Chantel? Oh, Gloretta.
Randy. Oh.
Gloretta, you are beautiful.
Thank you, darling.
You look absolutely marvelous. Have you just been drinking from the fountain of youth?
Well, to tell you the truth, Randy, I had some experimental treatment, and I'm not ashamed to share that with you. It's very unusual. I had to travel to Austria to have a fecal transplant.
What kind of transplant?
A fecal transplant. Fecal.
You mean like poop?
Like, that's right, Randy. The clinical name is feces.
What? Who did they transplant your poop with?
With a young Austrian Bavarian girl. And that fecal DNA works its way into my colon, and it has made me youthful again.
Well, I have to admit, I have never heard of this type of genetic therapy.
Well, I actually have started another cottage industry business, and I have invested my savings into this particular treatment, and have invited the doctor to come all the way over to offer fecal transplants in the United States.
Gloretta, the last time we were on the show, we saw you go from the pure, chaste wife of a preacher to having been exposed as having lived in sin in an unmarried state and having birthed an illegitimate child. How did that affect your life after that show?
Randy, it was a real tragedy. Roger and I split up after that when he learned that I had had a child out of wedlock. And I tell you, I have been single ever since then. He was the love of my life, and I shall never forgive DeLorean for breaking up that blissful marriage that we shared.
It was DeLorean who was the cause of all your disgrace and trouble.
It was Randy, and she stole my Post-its. And just to spite her, I started a affirmation Post-it business as well. And on every Post-it is a positive affirmation written in my own script that everybody can use every day, something special. So I tried to make lemonade out of that fruit.
Looks beautiful. Could you read one or two of them for us?
This one says, today I love myself.
But that probably says myself.
Myself.
Right. Well, Gloretta, Karen Harrell from Martinez wants to know, what is your favorite affirmation?
Oh, my favorite affirmation is every day is like a recipe from God. You never know what ingredients will spill out before you.
That's beautiful. Gloretta, here's what I want to know. As soon as you get together with DeLorean on the set here, what are you going to say to her?
I'm going to say, you dare you, my personal Post-it diary.
Well, I'm looking forward to the fireworks. I hope you will remember that so you can say it. But we're going to let you go only after we give you one more question from Valerie George. Valerie wants to know, Gloretta, what advice would you give your younger self?
Oh, I would tell myself to always stand by your man. Never, ever disagree with the man you love.
Well, Gloretta, I hope you remember what you were going to say to DeLorean, because now it's time to bring out all of our housewives.
Oh.
Huh?
DeLorean.
Loretta.
Chastity.
Roxy, Mother.
Chastity, you look gorgeous.
Thank you very much. I went to the specialist you recommended, Paul.
Working for you. And Roxy, you look fabulous. And Loretta, I just wrote down something so I wouldn't forget it. Do you see this? Uh-huh.
Mother, you promised to behave.
What did it say?
Is that your grocery list, DeLorean? Kitty litter?
Loretta, didn't you have something to say to DeLorean?
Let me find my Post-it note. Let's see here. DeLorean, you How dare you invade my personal private diary, you bag.
You held on to that for 50 years.
If I was wearing a heel right now, I would take my shoe off and I would hit you upside the head, you.
Things just never change around here. I came back hoping that we were going to be fine, and I don't have time for this anymore.
Oh, Mother, apparently you were holding out for 50 years.
She hasn't been holding out, Chas. She's been haranguing me left and right, and I've been protecting you, dear, because I didn't want to upset you.
What?
Yes.
What?
You need to explain yourself, Roxy.
Well, ever since she and I broke up again, and you and I got back together, she's been a total. She has threatened me. She has told me that she's going to try to kick me out of my own trailer park.
Mother,
Yeah.
this is the woman I love.
I'm confused.
Roxy, I don't appreciate this at all.
Are you lying again like you didn't tell me about having a twin sister?
Oh.
I found out because she contacted me one day 25 years ago.
She did?
Uh-huh. I thought I'll wait until my mother decides to tell me about it herself someday. And you never did.
And you know what, DeLorean? She looks exactly like Chastity. They're
Oh.
identical.
We'll have
You
some
ne-
differences. I look a little better than her. I'm a mother.
Well, you're of course
Meth-
more beautiful.
Thank you.
Gloretta?
Chastity.
Oh, now I'm confused. There's two people who want to talk.
All right. It's all right, dear. It's all right. It's all right. I've got you. I've got you.
Okay.
Did I say something? Did I say something?
I thought you did, Gloretta. I thought you said that you were confused. And when I hear confusion, I relate to that. So I wanted to give you a chance to become unconfused. Is that okay, Ricky?
See,
That's Randy Crowan.
Hi, Randy.
She's so
Roxy.
kind. She's so kind.
When are you ever gonna learn, Roxy, that these ladies, neither one of them really love you?
What?
I'm
What do you
sorry.
mean, Loretta? Chastity's my one true love.
One true love.
Well,
You are just holding on to a grudge for you to say something like that at this time of our lives when things need to be getting better. And I don't understand, Chastity, why you didn't tell me that you met your twin sister. Why would you hold that for 25 years?
I wanted you to confess something true for once in your life, but it didn't just benefit you. And I didn't want to expose her to you.
you
No.
should never expose yourself. It's actually illegal. Roger got arrested for that before we divorced.
Well, it depends which city you happen to be in, actually.
Oh,
I've done it on
Ladies, it's very, very possible that this is the last time the five of us will be together in the same space. Let's be sure that we take this opportunity to heal what we can heal and to throw shoes at those things we can't. Gloretta, you've never had the opportunity to tell DeLorean all of the terrible things that have happened to you because of that despicable thing she did by revealing your secret. Why don't you tell her now and don't leave out the fecal part?
DeLorean, I thought I could forgive you one day, but seeing your face today in front of me, I see just the devil I saw the day that I found out you stole my personal writings, my personal journalings, and revealed the secrets that I held so tightly to my bosom. My dearly loved Roger left me as a result of that. My child that I gave up came out of the woodwork and demanded that I pay restitution and reparations and such for all the damage that I caused upon that child's life for all those years. I had to sell my jewelry business, and I still never got the royalties from my vibrating panty liner that you stole from me, Kitty. My life is ruined, if not for my affirmation post-its. And yes, I have had fecal transplants in Bavaria. It has saved my life.
Good for you to take care of your health.
It's the least I could do.
Mm.
Well, DeLorean, what do you have to say to her?
50 years. And I have to put up with this again. And what I say, Loretta, is you shouldn't leave your diary on the dining room table for anybody to read.
How dare you instruct me on how to position my personal items in my abode?
What, Roxy?
Oh,
If
yeah.
you really want healing, like Gordon over there said,
Randy.
hi, Randy, then you need to, for the first time, admit you were wrong. Admit that you shouldn't have gone into Gloretta's place of kitchening and stolen her Post-it note diary. You need to take a responsibility.
This might be a good time for me to share with you Valerie George's scientifically researched information that lets us know that excessive region shots makes you violent, Roxy.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Roxy, we've talked about this before in our yoga sessions.
Oh my, Roxy.
Hold on, I have a phone call. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There is that Valerie woman.
I'm sorry, Loretta. I am sorry. I have paid penance for 50 years. I didn't want to say it out loud, but I was hurting. I just let Chastity know she was my daughter, and I gave her up to Roxy, the love of my life. And she still is, Loretta. But you use God to hide behind your shit. You do it every time. So I've read your diary and I saw what you did. And I am not sorry for letting people know the truth.
Ladies, look who has come on set.
Hello, I am Chastity Monaco.
You're not Chastity Monaco, you're DeVille Monaco, Chastity's twin sister.
How dare you? I tried to cover it up.
My baby.
I even put on her clothing. How could you tell?
Because our producer put your name below your right shoulder.
I trusted you.
Well, if you are truly my baby, Chastity has a star birthmark on her right neck side, and my other darling, beautiful baby, DeVille, has it same birthmark on her left side. My baby.
Baby me, you left me behind. You never went searching for me. You went searching for Chastity in the trailer park and became her mother. And you left me behind to have a normal family life living in poverty.
Oh, DeVille, that is not true. I looked for you everywhere, but the trail went dry at the PetSmart back at the Winnebago Park in Kansas.
When I worked at, when I got fired, I knew they said some lady came in looking for me, looking suspicious, stole a puppy, and then I got fired because they associated me with her. That was you. Excuse me.
DeLorean, I was just about to find a soft spot in my heart to receive your forgiveness. And now I hear this, that you stole a puppy.
Well, I didn't mean to steal it. It wanted to go for a walk. And so I walked it outside, and then it ran off, and I chased it all the way to Texas. But
You, how dare you hurt my future wife's daughter? I should kill you.
Don't Hey, Roxy, hey, we agreed to have an arrangement. Right.
What?
What is this? A little conspiracy between the two of you? DeVille, come clean and tell us what's going on.
Well,
More like dirty.
see, I like Roxy. She's got a dark side to her. I like it. We've been hooking up, having hugs behind Chastity's back, and kind of Roxy thinks we're the same. At one time, she thought that I was Chastity, and
Well, that's how it all started, right?
right, that's how it started. She thought I was Chastity, and she noticed the birthmark on the wrong side.
You mean to tell me that, DeVille, you have been here all this time?
Sneaking in and out, everyone thinking I'm Chastity. She doesn't even know. She didn't even know. I had dinner with the two of them once so I could meet Roxy.
Did Chastity know?
Oh, no, she didn't know. She knew I was meeting because she invited me over for dinner.
Chastity was conspiring with you to make a fool out of Roxy?
No. I was conspiring with Roxy. Chastity didn't know. Chastity went looking for me. I found her. We had this connection. We met. She introduced me to Roxy, but I had already met Roxy. So you following?
No.
Spit it out, DeVille. Spit it out.
I
The
love
three
Roxy.
of us had a monkey à trois.
Yeah, we did.
Roxy, darling, I've known you for so long. We've shared recipes. I've sat in your kitchen and comforted you when your heart has been broken. It hurts me and it pains me to see you being pushed aside once again. And I want to tell you something that you should know. That all of these years, Roxy, I loved you myself. I just couldn't admit it because Roger had a burgeoning ministry to keep alive. And if I were to ever divulge something like that, it would have just taken him down at the knees. But Roxy, it's just hurt me all these years to see you get hurt over and over again. And I made this special piece of jewelry for you. Here, take a look at it.
Oh my God.
This is amazing because you two might be the last possible combination that has yet to court each other.
You have no idea what is coming out in my book. You have no idea.
It's
And
not
I'm-
all about you, DeLorean. Who
I am
cares about your stupid book?
Well, I care about this book, and my daughters better care, because I am about to tell the whole world watching that Randy Crowan is your father.
Whose father?
My father?
Yes. And
All right.
Chastity's.
All right. I suppose it had to come out sooner or later. Yes, that's right. Haven't you all noticed that DeLorean always had the biggest trailer here in the park? She always seemed to be under the best light during all of the shots. The camera seemed to linger longer on the soft glow of her ephemeral cheeks than it did on any of the pasty skin of the rest of you. That's because DeLorean Gray and I are lovers.
Stop it all! Stop it! It's driving me crazy. All of you are just lost your minds. What kind of foolish behavior is all of this? Look at you. Look at yourself.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I agree. You left me behind too. And you didn't give your daughter good light. You gave the woman you love good light, but you forsaked your daughter?
Yes. Yes, I did. But now that the secret is out, what's that? Look,
Get out of my chair, you.
Oh my God.
Girls, stop it. Stop.
Don't pull their hair like that. That's permanent damage. Oh, geez.
Back.
Stop it.
My,
My God.
both of you.
Oh, dear.
Chastity, you knock your sister down and sit on her so I can talk to all of us.
I'm DeVille.
DeVille, you get down and let Chastity sit on you.
Yeah. Oh, ow. My back hurts. Ugh.
Now, it's about time Randy had something to say on this show. I've spent the last 55 years making puddles and puddles of money by exploiting the worst of human nature and capitalizing upon the vilest of our sins and proclivities. But now that I see the wreckage it has wrought in the beautiful girls that sprung from my own seed, I regret what I have done. And I declare right now that I will never produce another season of Real Housewives. And rather than trade in the worst within us, I will beg for the best. DeLorean, will you marry me?
Yes, Randy. I've been waiting for 50 years.
Chastity, DeVille, will you allow your mother and I to make it up to you by treating you like loving children for the rest of our lives, however long the good Lord feels fit to give us.
I would love to have that. I still want the oodles of money, though.
I am going to donate all of the money to some charity that one of my producers will find.
Are you kidding me?
Nah. If you come into this family now, DeVille, you come for goodness and love.
Come on. Okay. All right, fine. I would like that. I'd like to have an actual family.
We love you girls. We just did this for the ratings. It was never about our love for you. It was always true.
Well, Loretta, you went in on any of this? Chastity's still marrying Roxy.
No.
No, what? What?
No,
Hey.
Chastity is not still marrying Roxy.
What? What?
Ricky, your speech has really gone to my heart. And I realize that as much as I do care for you, Chastity and DeVille, I've always in my heart had a longing for Gloretta. But she was married or pining. I didn't think a woman like her would ever be interested in a woman like me. And now, Gloretta, to hear that you too love me and have gifted me with a piece of your own creation. It is you I want to be with. It is you I want to marry and live with here in the trailer park for the remainder of our days, weeks, or months.
I'm just the happiest woman I could ever be. I can't even express the joy that's coming out of my bosom region and emanating towards you. Oh, my darling.
That's so beautiful.
Beautiful. I can't take away from that love.
And now, Chastity and DeVille, you have the love you truly wanted, the love of family. And I know you'll be fine. DeLorean and Ricardo, you will be happy, but Gloretta, you and I will be the happiest of all because we've waited so long.
We've waited so long, and we could bring our double wides together and make a quadruple wide and live together as one.
And think of all the recipes. We could write a book.
We could write a book.
You know, ladies, over the past 55 years, I've had a lot of time to sit out here at the Adirondack fire pit and look at this trailer park. And it has often occurred to me that all of life is like a trailer park, for all of these trailers have the potential to move out of here as far away from each other as the world will allow. And yet they choose to stay right here because they know that it's better to be close to the ones you love.
What a beautiful thing.
That was just gorgeous.
All of my millions and billions of dollars will be given to the charity of women's lodgings and the charity to support family communication and jewelry making.
Oh, Randy, what a lovely gesture.
And now, since it's time to bring this special to a close, and DeLorean and I have to get busy.
Well, I just have one thing for Loretta.
Oh.
The patent for your vibrating panties that you believe I stole, I submitted it in your name. And I have turned over all the proceeds from that in your name to PetSmart, where I was looking for my daughter, DeVille.
Lorian, that is just a beautiful thing. And I forgive you. I forgive you, DeLorean. You're welcome in, Roxy, can I say this? In our kitchen anytime.
We'll make you some pine nut and mac and cheese salad, won't we, darling?
We will. And I've got a special egg salad soup recipe that I've been saving for such a special occasion as this, that I wish that you would all come and join us.
No, I never left here because my heart was with you, all of you. And I could not go any farther than the borders of Trailer Park County.
Say we have a double wedding, and Chastity and DeVille, you be the flower girls.
I would love that.
Oh, that's beautiful, Rosie. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we bring this to an end by having each one of you say something touching to me?
I'll start. Randy, you are the love of my life.
Better late than never.
Andy, you've got more heart than you have hair.
Randy, I just want to tell you that despite all the pain that you have caused me over the last 55 years, I will always love you and be grateful to you for finally bringing me my one true love. You're a good man, Ricky Crowan.
Made it so that I've really learned all the ins and outs of love from a motherly perspective. And I'm looking forward to the fatherly perspective as well.
And that, my friends, is a series wrap on the Real Housewives of Trailer Park County. Good night, everybody. And that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. And look at me. I'm not really that old yet. That was just a mask I was wearing. What a beautiful way to say goodbye to such a fun and wonderful show. Let's all take a big bow on the count of three. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. My friends, the Real Housewives of Trailer Park County was created and directed by Nikki Bilas, who plays DeLorean Gray for us. Say hello, Nikki. That is Eileen Tumlin as Gloretta. That's Lynn Shields as Roxy. And that's Lauren Bombauer as Chastity and DeVille. Let's give all of them a huge round of applause. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this show. Nikki, my name is Ken Adams. I'm the artistic director of Synergy Theater. We are here every Thursday at 6 o'clock and Friday at 7 o'clock California time. And we perform full-length improvised shows in a whole different variety of styles and genres. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, please come back and watch us do our final closing performance of The Last Four People on Earth. That has been a really lovely and wonderful show, going in all kinds of directions that nobody can ever predict. Come back tomorrow and watch The Last Four People on Earth at 7 o'clock. If you think improv looks like fun, it absolutely is. Come to Synergy Theater Online and take some online improv classes with us. Go to synergytheater.com and click on the School of Improvisation. Synergy Theater is a nonprofit organization. Anything you can do to help us fulfill our mission of building a better world through the art of improvisation would be greatly appreciated. Please go to synergytheater.com, click on Support Synergy Theater, and give us whatever help you're comfortable doing. We'd appreciate it a lot. My friends, here's hoping a speedy vaccine is in store for everybody. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, stay smart, and always remember that Synergy Theater loves you. Good night, everybody.